Atlanta area spas just indicted on murder charges in Fulton County. District Attorney Fonnie Willis speaking. Let's listen in right now.
Indictment against Robert Aaron Long, resulting from Mr. Long's alleged actions on March 16th, 2021. Specifically, the indictment charges Mr. Long with 4 counts of malice murder and 4 counts of felony murder. These are charges in the alternative for the deaths of Hyun Chung Grant, Soon Chung Park, Sooncha Kim, and Young A.U. Further, the indictment charges 5 counts of aggravated assault, with 4 of the counts being for the acts committed in the murder charges, plus 1 count for the defendant's alleged acts against Isis Escobar, who survived. Further, this indictment contains 1 count of domestic terrorism, arising from the allegation that the defendant committed the crime of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon when used against these 5 people was intended to intimidate or kill the civilian population. Further, the indictment carries 5 counts of possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. I, along with my staff, have made a determination that this office will seek the death penalty. Last year, I told the voters of Fulton County that I could not imagine a circumstance where I would seek it. And at that time, I did not. Unfortunately, a case has arisen in the first few months of my term that I believe warrants the ultimate penalty, and we shall seek it. Further, we have filed a notice that we will seek sentence enhancement pursuant to Georgia's sentencing enhancement statute, commonly referred to as a hate crime statute, based on the race and gender of the victims. This is the first time that the statute has been used in Fulton County, and it is my belief in the state. I am here with the team that I chose to seek an indictment in this case and move us one step closer to justice. Executive District Attorney Michael Carlson, Deputy District Attorney Adrian Love, Chief Senior District Attorney Adam Abadi, and Chief Senior District Attorney Kevin Armstrong. All of these members of my staff have extensive prosecutorial experience in major felonies, including capital cases. I have put some of the most experienced and best attorneys on this case because it is important to every member of our community. They have been closely working with Detective DeMeester of the Atlanta Police Department and other law enforcement agencies in this state, who investigated the case that we put to these grand jurors. Before I close, let me make a couple more important points. First, the defendant in this case, as in all cases, is presumed innocent. The counts in the indictment are allegations at this stage, and it is incumbent upon my office to prove them to a jury beyond a reasonable doubt. Second, the charges we have brought in this case, as well as seeking the death penalty and sentence enhancement based on alleged motivation by bias and/or prejudice, send a message that everyone within this community is valued. We are all equal before the law, whether a victim or a defendant, and this office will work tirelessly every day to uphold that ideal. This prosecution is part of that effort. With that, I am happy to take questions, but please understand that I cannot discuss the specifics of the case beyond explaining what is in the indictment and the notices that we have filed.
The case has not been sent to a grand jury in Cherokee County. What message does this announcement send to that county?
I am actually uncertain as to whether if the grand jury there has sent it or not sent it. I do know that the grand jurors in that county meet twice a month, whereas we have a grand jury that meets 4 times a week.
What can you talk about? What was the turning point for you for wanting to seek a death penalty?
What I can